David Goggins, a name that's become a symbol of mental toughness, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. But Goggins wasn't born a warrior. His story is one of hardship, struggle, and relentless self-transformation. Growing up, Goggins faced unimaginable obstacles: an abusive father, racism, poverty. All these challenges could have easily defined his life. But the hardest challenge came later, when he found himself trapped in a body he despised, stuck in a job he didn't love. Weighing almost 300 pounds, he worked as an exterminator, feeling like life had already defeated him. One day, something clicked. Goggins decided he had enough. Enough excuses, enough regret, enough self-pity. He took the hardest step of all. He looked in the mirror and took accountability. He chose to change, not because it was easy, but because he wanted to see what he was truly made of. He set his sights on becoming a Navy SEAL, a goal almost impossible for someone in his condition. But he didn't let that stop him. He failed the SEAL entrance test multiple times, but kept coming back. In his mind, quitting wasn't an option. Through intense mental and physical transformation, Goggins finally made it. He became one of the few men to complete SEAL training, and it didn't stop there. With each new goal, he pushed his body and mind to their absolute limits. Ultramarathons, world records, physical feats, most people wouldn't dream of attempting. Goggins did them all, and he kept pushing forward, not just to prove to others, but to prove to himself that he was capable of more. David Goggins teaches us the power of resilience, the importance of mental toughness, and the value of never settling for comfort. He calls this his accountability mirror, a mental tool that forced him to face the truth about his life, his choices, and his potential. For Goggins, the real battle is against the inner voice that says, "Stop, this is enough." And every time he beats it, he grows stronger. Goggins believes that when you face discomfort and keep going, you unlock a new level of potential within yourself. He calls this callousing the mind. Every struggle, every bit of pain, every tough moment is like adding a layer of toughness to your mind, making you stronger and more resilient. Goggins didn't just redefine what his own limits were. He redefined what many people thought the human body and mind were capable of. His life proves that no matter your circumstances, you have the power to rewrite your story. His message to the world: stay hard and never let anything stop you. David Goggins turned his pain into power, his struggles into strength, and his setbacks into setups for greatness. Remember, the only limits that exist are the ones you create. So, like Goggins, challenge your mind, push past your limits, and stay hard. David Goggins didn't stop at just transforming his own life. Through his journey, he developed powerful principles that have inspired millions. Goggins teaches that to truly reach your potential, you have to embrace discomfort, face your fears, and master the art of mental toughness. He calls this building a calloused mind, where each challenge makes you stronger and more resilient. For Goggins, physical training is as much about the mind as it is about the body. He pushes himself to exhaustion, not just to break physical barriers, but to conquer the mental ones. He's famous for saying, "Most people only tap into 40% of their potential." To Goggins, that 40% rule is a reminder that when you think you're at your limit, you've actually got a lot more left in you. Goggins' achievements are as staggering as his mindset. He completed over 4,000 pull-ups in 17 hours, setting a world record. He's run multiple ultramarathons, including the brutal Badwater 135, one of the hardest races in the world, where temperatures can reach over 120 degrees. These are achievements that demand not just physical fitness, but an unbreakable mind. Goggins teaches us that pain can be your biggest teacher. Instead of running from pain, he believes in using it to fuel growth. Embrace the suck, he says. To him, pain, suffering, and failure are part of the process. They build character and test your true commitment to your goals. One of his most powerful teachings is the concept of the accountability mirror. Goggins used this mirror to face the hard truths about himself, his past, and his goals. By being honest with yourself, he says, you confront your weaknesses and take ownership of your life. This principle has helped thousands who have applied it to their own journeys of self-improvement. Goggins' impact reaches beyond his own life. Through his books, speeches, and social media, he's inspired millions to push their boundaries. People have lost weight, run their first marathons, and conquered personal fears, all inspired by Goggins' message that your mind, not your body, sets your limits. To David Goggins, success isn't about winning or reaching the finish line. It's about the journey, the process, and the person you become along the way. He challenges everyone to live life with purpose, to stay hard, and to never settle for less than their best. From becoming a Navy SEAL and setting world records to running some of the world's toughest races, Goggins proves that our minds are capable of far more than we think. He's achieved greatness not because of raw talent, but because of his relentless dedication to mental toughness, discipline, and self-accountability. David Goggins reminds us all that the journey to success and self-discovery is tough, but it's the struggle that shapes us. His legacy is proof that when we refuse to quit, face our fears, and break through our limits, we create a life of true purpose and power.